I think it
Oh.
had like most of the iconic episodes on there, like Make Love, Not Warcraft.
Mm. Is
You
that
know that you
that's
guys
when
have heard of Pirate Software. I told you about him, but that World of Warcraft player is based on Pirate Software's dad, a real person.
uh,
Really? That's
Yep, yep.
crazy, bro.
He worked at
wow.
Blizzard. Yep.
Did he really look like that, or did they exaggerate that by a lot?
Yes. No, exactly like that. Like long hair but balding in
God,
the front and large.
That's
Yes.
wild.
Yes.
That's
I just
wild.
imagine all
I'm gonna grab some
hackers
of
wear
pizza.
hoodies, because that's how they portray us. So
Are you wearing a hoodie right now?
I am actually.
I knew it.
Oh, did you guys hear my
Damn
cat there?
stereotypes. Little meow. Is that a kitten?
Yeah.
It's an aggressive cat that's tore the hell out of Dylan and Uncle Jade.
Is it not spayed?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh wait, there. I'm
That
messing.
would be
I
why.
really shouldn't be doing this.
My pit bull was like that. Almost killed a few other dogs until we spayed him, and yeah, then he stopped giving dogs stitches, which was a relief because that cost thousands of
Oh,
dollars.
there you go. Can you see me
Yeah,
again? I can hear
yeah,
yours. Can you still hear me?
yes, yes. But we're just
Did you?
talking about your very aggressive cat that's not been spayed.
Oh, bro, like it's climbed me. Like I heal really fast, bro. Like it went nearly down to the bone in my leg.
I know it
I,
sounds unethical and crazy, but you might like your cat a lot more because that really takes animals and makes them like so sweet. Like he went from being like a vicious pit bull to being just like the biggest baby in the
my cat's from
world.
a place. My cat's from a
No,
place,
you're
and
right.
it's sitting slapping me because I'm not petting it because it's in heat. Hi,
But
baby.
you know, we had a bad situation happen when we came over to America the first time. We had a cat originally from Scotland. We
Kelly
brought
Blue.
it to England, and then yeah, let's just say the family that we were staying with
Oh,
removed the
right
claws
there.
from this animal,
Um,
removed its claws.
oh my, I
Were they
exited my
certified to
audio
do
software
that?
instead of.
No, like had a vet do it, but like it turns out the surgery literally cuts off like the tip of the bone and that to like take their claws
Yeah,
out, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
illegal
barbaric. Like
here.
I'm all for spaying and neutering, but that is rough, man. That's
It's
yeah.
rough.
illegal here, bro. It's
Declawn
illegal.
is definitely inhumane in my opinion, and the
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why,
No, I
is cats.
I looked into it for my cat because, like, bro, like I said, like she's attacked me actually multiple times just because she feels threatened. But
Spare.
then I found out, yeah, it's like cutting the fingers off, and I'm like that. You've got six more shots,
Yeah.
and then your fingers are coming off. Yeah,
Yeah, but
kid
think
not. I'm
about
going
it
to
like
get
this. I
fixed.
mean, even worse than that, think about it like this. So cats need to eat meat or they're gonna die. Like they have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
They
Well,
have to
That's
don't
hunt.
worry.
true.
And
I've
so
not
if
They're
made it a
you
obligate
vegan meal.
carnivores.
yeah, so if you let it go and say, your house burns down and you pass away or something and that cat has to survive, what's it gonna do?
It's
You know
going
what
to
I
eat
mean?
you.
So yeah, it is pretty messed up for them to do
Yeah.
that.
You know, it's funny
I
because
say.
Ellie Blue became an outside cat after having the tip of his claws removed, and
Yeah,
he would just slap
it ended up
slap
killing
other
stuff with its
animals.
back claws. It ended up killing things with its back claws.
Yeah, it did. It did. You're
Crazy
remembering right.
religious
Exactly.
fellas.
Use
It
the
was
back
like I don't
claws.
Cra-
need no claws. I learned how to fist
yeah,
fight.
ain't no bee.
Yeah. And use the back claws. Like it would literally like dig the back claws into like animals it would grab, like birds or lizards and stuff.
That's
Aye.
awesome. Start slapboxing a
Li-
lizard.
Life will find a way, won't it?
It will indeed. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, they could. I guess they could learn to punch because they can kind of like, fold their paws over like knuckles in a way, or
Well,
just slap the heck out of something.
mine has learned how to slap. I'll tell you that.
I remember when I was over, I think it was the same cat, Dylan. And I was like, oh, does the cat like me? And you're like, I think so, bro. And then it just started like hissing out of nowhere. I'm like, oh,
Uh,
I gotta go. You remember? It
I
was by the
have.
window.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, bro, I've just got my
So you
live
turn
telly
around
back onto my
slowly.
streaming. Oh, no, it's just started buffering when I said that.
No, but
Oh,
Dylan, tell him there's been times where you and your old lady have had to be like outside, and she's been scared to
yeah,
go
oh,
in
bro,
because you set the cat off.
just because I'm tall, bro, you know what I mean? And
How
like,
tall are you?
I'm no tall, but I'm the tallest person in my village. Shit,
In your
I'm only like
village?
I think
six.
he's like
I'm
six.
only like I'm only like 6'2" or something, bro. I'm not actually.
Yeah, I'd say
I'm
six
not
two.
univers. I'm not
Oh,
universally tall, but
that's
I'm
pretty tall.
Scottish tall. What do you want, you cat?
Yeah,
Why
it's
are Scottish people usually short or something?
yeah, a lot of short, but then you have very random, just extreme tall, like out of nowhere. Like
Nah.
that's also like,
Ah,
you know what I mean? It's like there's no in between.
so it's either like you're short or you're tall and gangly.
Mm.
Am I being
You also
picked
have
on?
a real stocky folks as well. Dylan was stocky for a
Yeah.
bit.
No, I got that McLean build about me for a while, didn't I?
Yeah, they're built like Highland beasts.
Built
Like,
like a
but
lumberjack.
yeah, the American term of the beast, Dylan, not the Scottish term.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
just to
like, you
clarify.
better. Bro, I was about to like, you're gonna get me cancelled. I'm on stream and everything. Checking calling me abuse.
We'll just say they go beast mode. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. That's the problem with spending life in both countries is you end up messed
Yeah,
up, bro.
you know, I still can't write
Like
the date
I've
right
told you
because I
guys
always
this.
confuse it.
I told you the story where my first day in school in Fort Myers, right? I asked the teacher for a rubber.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked them for a
'Cause-
rubber? They'd tell you to go across the street to the health department?
yeah,
Go
she
over
was
there.
mortified, and she was like a pretty
Oh,
teacher as well. She was mortified, and the
yeah.
class just burst out laughing because that's what we called erasers. We call them rubbers.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, you
no.
can't go up and ask a
Wait, I
woman
can't
for a
hear
rubber
you.
at that age.
There's a
Well,
fix
I
to
did,
my
and
problem.
I remember it.
Oh, the cat just fell. Haha.
But
Oh,
there's been
God.
many
Right, so
instances like
sorry.
that. Many instances where
Help me,
words
Jesus.
have double meanings, and you just had to learn the hard
Oh,
way.
right, let's see if I can get
Yeah, I
back.
feel really bad. Like if you're
Okay, I'm
Spanish
back.
and you got to say the word black.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're
oh,
saying. Yes,
so
yeah.
does.
Is it the same in French as well?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure.
It's noir. Okay, I think it might be the same for Portuguese. So Portuguese and Spanish are pretty similar.
You calling me
But when they
Portuguese?
say it, it
Nope,
might sound like that, though.
preta.
Throw you off.
Uh, let's see, what do we have for Italian? Nera. Okay, so it's just Spanish. Yeah, it's just Spanish. Oh, well,
Hit him.
thank you.
Oh, man. Yeah, don't get monetized speaking Spanish in here, or demonetized. What do you call it? Like when they.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have no worries there because like my watch time's actually been falling because it was almost there. I was about half the way to monetization, and then between taking a break and YouTube just crapping out, it's like started slipping back because all my videos that had a ton of watch time are falling off the annual report. Do you know what I mean? Because you
Don't
have to
worry,
have a
I'm
certain amount of
pressing
watch
him.
time in a year.
I'm pressing
So
him.
here's a question for you about that. Sorry, I'll let you go first.
No, no, I'm pressing him, but PH are also about to bear witness to like the second ever cup of anything made with this DJI mic because before you couldn't hear me. I was halfway
Oh
across
no,
the
we
room.
had banging.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
so,
banging.
so.
But
Oh
yeah, what
yeah,
was the
How?
question, Mr. Smith?
now you sound super crisp. I forgot.
Oh,
Or it was along that monetization
one of
stuff,
us.
something like that.
Yeah, I know it was pretty important question, but I'm trying to get it back now.
All right.
I've done.
I vaped a couple times and now I just drew a blank.
You know what? It'll
I'm
pop
about.
up the most random time when someone else is
I'm,
speaking.
yeah, yeah. Oops.
It's the worst.
Bro, I'm watching Futurama to the side of me just now. It's pretty peak.
Are you
Pretty
watching the
peak.
modern version or the OG?
Whatever's on FXX just now. FXX,
Dylan
bro, all that
misses his
plays.
American TV.
Oh yeah, all FXX plays now, bro.
Oh,
Is
can you set like a configuration for like each platform that you're hooked into by via API? So like, you know how each platform has different rules. So,
Right.
one might be more strict in this area of, whereas YouTube might not be that strict in that area. So say like TikTok probably has a lot of strict
yeah,
guidelines to
oh
follow.
yeah,
It's primarily because, just
It does.
things that they've been
Extremely.
through
Yeah.
and where they come from, origins and all. So there's a lot more for them to follow. Whereas like Google is a long-standing American company, which I'm pretty sure is the government. Um,
Yeah,
they
I'd
branch
say so
out
at this point.
companies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been around. We've watched them around the time when Amazon popped up, when they just had a basic HTML, CSS website, maybe a little bit of like
Yep.
Ajax or something, an ASP, but or ASAP. No, ASP.
Yeah, yeah, you
Anyhow,
got it.
yeah, they had a lot of different stuff involved in their system in the beginning, but now it's like they are like the biggest thing, and they grew with Google. So what I'm saying is like, if we had a configuration that followed, using AI or something, that strictly followed all of their guidelines to the specifics, that would help with demonetization.
No, you raise a good point. I'd say that the main issue that prevents that right now, because I kind of tried to set that up. Like, we started off with a bad word filter, right? Because I was convinced that me saying bad words was the reason that YouTube dropped off a bit. So I think I used a Whisper model by OpenAI or something like that to filter
yeah,
out
that's good.
chat. But the problem I ran into is it's slow. It adds a ton of latency to the stream. So that's like with a live chat situation we have a week into, and people, you chat back and forth, Mr. Smith. So you get it. Like, you want that to be as real time as
Loads
possible.
fast.
The latency
Yeah.
is such right now that I can't use it. Maybe in a year or two it'll be faster. But that was just a global setup I had. So if we were going to break that out to, have different rule sets or sentence sets for TikTok as well, like, it's technically possible right now, but like, we'd be adding like a minute of latency if we were really specifying it for each platform. But it's a good point to bring up.
Well, I mean, there are other routes too, but that would require you spending money on hardware, because there are options like
Yeah.
you have server racks that are being sold on eBay that have like, Tesla P100s in them with like 80 gigs of GPU, and running CUDA and
See, if
whatnot.
I
So
had that, that would be
Oh,
good.
I'm
they're
running
like
an
three
Intel.
grand on eBay.
My server is an Intel Xeon. The two 6 cores on it. That's what I'm running.
But it probably doesn't have a GPU in it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I'm
got no.
saying,
Mine
like a
doesn't.
dedicated
Yeah.
GPU
Mine does.
node for your setup.
Mine actually does, but it's a low profile graphics card that it's got in it. It actually fits in it too, William. It's an AMD Radeon R7 240. It's old. It's got 2 gigs of VRAM, but
But
no,
I
it's
would
got
like
four.
to
It's
have
got four.
a 3 grand GPU server. That would be good. That something like that. I think today you'd have, like, if you could get the latency under 10 seconds on these
Aye.
models, like, that's
No,
fine.
bro,
I
William,
could go with that.
I've used
Yeah, it was running
PCI.
like Llama
I've used
4 and
PC.
like Gemini and stuff.
I've used PCI risers and stuff, bro. And not graphics card risers and stuff to like run the graphics card outside the server too. You know, on its own,
Ah,
like just jumped. You know how to
a lot of
jump
these
a power
models wouldn't
supply.
even run on a GPU if it's not RTX. So
I think
Mm.
spiking the cost of graphics cards is part of control, because look at how fast AI is advancing. If everybody had the money to just be able to run
Start up with
local
their own
AI
AI
on their
company.
own, I mean, that would
Yeah.
really,
yeah,
really, really destroy things. And think about all the
yeah.
things
And
you can do with AI.
if you look at AI as an industry right now, it's one of the most expensive endeavors that humanity has ever had.
Have you
Like, when you
guys
were
looked at
talking server-driven
have you
AI,
have you
Oh
guys
yeah,
not
I
these
looked
have
at the
companies are not
prices?
thousands in
profitable.
equipment,
Have you guys
thousands in
not
my
looked at
own
the
personal.
prices of uh, have you guys not looked at the prices of RAM in SSDs lately, no?
Yeah, no, 100%. RAM specifically. That's why they stopped
Right.
making, I think the old version of the Steam Deck, the LCD version, because they couldn't afford the RAM anymore. It's affecting
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts of devices.
Bro,
Oh yeah,
the last time I seen shortages like this was like COVID. The bad chip shortage that happened
Yeah,
during COVID. That's how nobody could get like graphics
I
cards and stuff.
there's going to be a massive dropout in the industry, similar to the dot-com bubble, but bigger. Just you wait, because OpenAI and stuff, bro, they are not profitable. They're not making enough money
that's
with the amount
true.
of investment they're putting out.
Bro, they're buying
The
data
data just isn't
centers.
worth that much in the long run once it's
No,
accessed.
they're not buying. No, they're not buying data centers. They're buying
True.
like nuclear reactors and stuff to power them. You know what I mean? Like,
They're building data centers by me. There's two of them. There's two of them they're
those
trying to
are
get up
water
here.
turning black yet?
And no, it will be soon. The main
AI.
concern with these AI,
Sorry, go ahead.
the main concern with these data centers was actually the noise they produce, because they end up butting right against residential places, because that's where the powers are. You know.
You're gonna need to. You're gonna need to install some trees, brother. Okay.
I feel like at this point though, AI is at an all-time high and where it's at, and you know,
Oh
we're
yeah.
gonna start switching into hardware components like robotics and whatnot. From now, AI, is pretty much stabilized. Like you can
Uh,
have your own personal models that are equivalent to
uh, bro,
GPT-4,
like,
or
well, you
5.
can
Yeah,
you use a bunch of different models to do like certain things anyway, like just some general things, like like for a robot that can
that's
pick
how
out,
they do them as well. If you look at
you'd use
if you look at
you'd use
ChatGPT, it's not
TensorFlow
one
for like
model.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
it's
they're not
looking
using
at
one
each other.
model. They're using multiple models for like the image generation. They're chaining them together. I figured that out pretty early along the way as well. But that's the true. That's really how it's growing. It's like you got to chain
That's
them
why you get
together.
the.
But
I think
I
that's
really
the
do want to
reason.
see
That's
it.
true.
I think
Quantumization.
the. I think the only reason you get the free tier is so they learn. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
free.
yeah, and
It's
they use
free
that for
interaction.
investment because they're like there's 300 million people on ChatGPT using it daily, I think. So that
Oh
helps
yeah, but I used
justify
it for my.
investors drop in.
I used it for
Even on my local,
my new
I
logo.
chain multiple models together as well because the goal with that is to minimize, I'd say, hallucination. It's like super important. So when you run everything, through its own models, say like one part of the model builds it, one part checks it, one
Yeah,
part is like your representative, for example, and then you're the end user, and it, it's working in sequence, doing all of the task
correct.
and checking it to make sure that it produces something quality.
And that's what's happening even with ChatGPT. If you look at it, when say you interact with ChatGPT and you say something that's breaking TOS terms of service, it's the moderation AI is separate from the inference AI that's
Yeah,
actually generating your prompt response. So there's at least
yeah,
three models right there that I'm talking about. You've got the image
yeah,
generation, you've got the inference
yeah, yeah,
API,
yeah.
and then you've got the moderation. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the script I sent you, bro, but that used two models before. It might have merged back into one for the moderation as well.
But what I want to see, and Mr. Smith, this is what you're talking to as well. I want to see more AI just move local. I like that. Like iPhone was
Yeah, being
pushing it
able
for
to
a
run your
while, and
own.
then they just kind of gave up. Yeah,
It
Yeah,
like
is though.
run that stuff
Check
locally.
out Hugging Face. The amount of models, like just talk to AI and
yeah,
ask it
yeah,
like things like what are the best models on Hugging Face that are equivalent to what you're
Yeah,
running, and just kind of consult with it. And a lot of the models that it most of the time it will give you is like Star Coder 2. It would recommend that for coding projects like Deep Think Reasoning, Deep Seek,
yeah.
Code Llama. You can and different. You can do it in different parameters. It really depends on your hardware. I run like 7B and 15B, 13B, somewhere around there.
parameters. Yeah. Got
Yeah,
you.
Boolean
And
parameters.
Dylan, you mentioned TensorFlow, and I've actually been using that in Kinto for a couple of years now. And just it
Have
started
you?
off simple, so it didn't even start off with AI. It started off with machine learning. I
No,
used it
that
to
mine
extract
that started with
users. But
Causal for
listen,
me.
I used it to extract users' faces from webcams
No.
and draw them on avatars. It was faster to use machine learning to decide where the person's face is on the webcam and get the XY coordinates and the width and height, so I can actually render that on a pixel avatar. So yeah, I'm all for
Ah,
TensorFlow, and that runs
yes.
locally, bro. That's running in the browser. The
Yeah, yeah,
browser,
yeah.
that's
What?
executing WebAssembly.
No.
Is that
I used
compatible with
it.
safe tensors?
I used it
I'm
for
not sure,
Cosmo, bro, to figure out. I used it for Cosmo for facial recognition.
but I did pull the model from Hugging Face, Mr. Smith,
Uh,
and that makes sense. You
hey,
probably used a similar model.
Yeah, I use Hugging Face for like everything. Like one of the most realistic, like, I've been looking for like something like voices, so I don't have to use 11 Labs API. And
mm,
I've been testing all these different TTSs, and one of the ones that I've stumbled upon is that Personaplex by NVIDIA. And oh my gosh, what they released, and they released it on Hugging Face. It is
No kidding. All right, I'm gonna
groundbreaking the way
grab
it
it.
sounds. You can clone voices
Um,
and everything.
well, I'm
did you
gonna
also
rewatch
mention
this stream
Phantom
later for
Bot?
that. I mentioned Phantom
No,
Bot.
that
That's
wasn't
just a
me.
Twitch bot, bro. That's just
Okay,
a Twitch bot.
I was just looking at my
Which
notes because I know that Mr. Smith mentioned this in the video thing for me. All right, I'm gonna
Uh, I'll
pull this
mention
down and check it
something.
out.
I'll give
I'll be
you
back
guys a
into
little
him. Jump
cookie
into the
here.
toilet.
Check out the bloke's um, uncensored model on Hugging Face. That thing will tell you how to do all kinds of things that no other AI is going to tell you how to do. Just run it locally and offline if you ask it crazy stuff.
Okay,
For
it's called the
educational
bloke.
purposes only, I must put a disclaimer there because it will tell you how to do some things that are not legal.
Of course. Very cool. Yeah, no, Hugging Face models, I'm always down to chat. That's awesome. All right, we're just gonna kill the Twitch stream tonight.
But as always, GPT for all. You can search any model on there. If you type in uncensored on there, you'll find tons of uncensored models that will just go beyond the laws and everything of the universe.
Yeah, no, GPT-4o is actually a beautiful system to work with locally because I was able to expand it with Python and add support to Kinto. Like we have GPT-4o support in Kinto now. You can pick models I'm running on my own servers on my own computers here in Kinto and interact with them in the Kinto chat as an avatar.
That is groundbreaking. So it'll have a conversation with you.
Yep, exactly. And then so you can click that virtual avatar and then change its like system prompts. So I can click edit persona and then I can like, tell it certain things that I'll know with every
I'm
chat I
back.
give it. So yeah, I appreciate that
That's
suggestion
awesome.
to check out GPT for all because that was a lot of fun to integrate, honestly, and get working. It felt good.
Well, GPUs, I've not got sitting around.
Dylan, you got like a 5000 RTX or whatever in your laptop though. You're not doing too bad.
Yeah, I mean, even if you got like you could get, for example, here's a good starter just to play with. I ran this on some small models. You could get an 8 GB. I think it's called a RX 580.
I've
Check
oh
that
no,
out. They're pretty
I've got,
decent for real cheap.
are they? An RX?
Interesting.
I had an RX.
Oh, yeah, often found under $100. Could throw
Yeah,
that
you
on a
can you
server
can
maybe.
CLI them too, so you can get two of the same
Mhm.
and then just plug them both in, and
Well,
then boom, you got
actually,
16.
I've got a 1060 sitting there.
Damn. You know
It'll
what I was
take
actually
some
surprised about?
configuration.
The
That
MacBook
AMD better for it.
Silicon chips are actually the MacBook Silicon chips are really good for AI models. Like I've not ran into one I've not been able to run on my MacBook Air, which is kind of crazy.
That's
You
cool.
can't run AI on your MacBook?
No, I'm saying
No,
I
no,
can. It actually performs really well. I
Oh
can
wow.
get large models, yeah, running on just the MacBook. Like it just uses that entire chip, I suppose, because there's no
Nice.
separation between, yeah, the CPU and GPU are combined and the memory is shared between both. So
yeah, it's all.
whatever RAM you have available is technically VRAM as well.
That's true. That's true. But I feel like just the GPU RAM works better for some reason.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But just being able to run this on like my local dev and be able to even just test the models in the first place, you know what I mean, is like huge to me. Because I could get it coded first and then be like, oh, I just want it to be more performant. Because that's the main thing that you want to go for when you throw in a GPU, you get more speed out of it.
That's true.
Did you check out that TV show, The Expanse?
Oh yeah, I got like 3 episodes in, and then I ended up falling asleep.
Yeah.
It
Not
was
yet,
good.
man. I need to watch it
Hell yeah.
again.
I've been watching Silo. It's been pretty good.
What's that one about?
So it kind of feels like it was like Fallout at first, but it's not. So humanity is basically living in silos underground, and they don't know why. Like they don't know prehistory, and it's just kind of figuring out what's going on. But there's
Oh,
people in
have
control of
we not
it that
watched that
don't know what's
before?
going on either. No, I think it's a new show, bro. It's like yeah, they're still making it, but there's 2 seasons out. I think they paid for 4.
Uh,
It sounds similar to this other one. I think it was called The Bunker or something like that. But it was like millionaires that they lured, they like tricked them into thinking the world was going to end, and they bought into this bunker. And
uh,
but while they're living in this bunker, living this luxury life, it's set up like they like set up earthquakes and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was crazy the type of machinery that went into like faking this, all just so they could,
Damn,
while they're in there, steal from these billionaires who are in there. It was genius.
bro. I just looked it up and you described it exactly what it just said, and I want to watch it.
It's
Perfect.
really good.
You
It's
check that
got
out.
like some intense moments too, like where people are falling in love and like families torn, you know, between like in the lives of the billionaires and like their dysfunctional life around them as it's collapsing. They're stuck in there getting robbed.
You know what's funny is there was an American Horror Story season that also kind of did a similar concept there
the
where it was
Asylum,
all
bro, that was there.
underground.
I was in American Horror Story Asylum. You know what they used to
No,
call
that's a
Thorazine,
different
bro?
one. But
You
they
know
have
what
a
they
bunker
called Thorazine?
episode season. What's that?
But it just it's Thorazine. It's the stuff they used to sedate you in the psych ward.
Yeah.
It was another
Let me
another
see.
Yes.
I think it was a movie that had come out not too long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and I think was it called The Glass House, something like that. It was really weird though.
Hmm.
Glass House maybe. There is one called that. I like that actress.
Yeah, it was interesting, but really slow paced and like mysterious.
Interesting. Yeah, but the American Horror Story season I was talking about was season 8, Apocalypse. Um, pretty good. It just has a bunch of rich people on the ground and they're just getting manipulated.
That sounds like
Yeah.
Fallout, bro.
Why did they always put them underground and manipulate them like underground? It's like so original.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh no, this isn't the
Oh, I
movie I
love.
was thinking of, The Glass House. It's got to be something else. It's a glass something. I'll find it.
Yeah, I love the sci-fi and I love all that stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, if you like sci-fi, that's another good one. It was. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get the name wrong.
Oh, don't want to seem like a scurry.
I don't know, but they were like living in this like dome, and they could not get out. It's like some alien dome got put
Uh,
over them.
I know exactly. It has Hank
Oh,
from Breaking Bad. He's like the main protagonist in it, one of them. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
literally called the Dome. Yeah,
yeah, the dome. Yeah,
yeah, that's a good one. And Under the Dome, I've never finished it. Like I've got like 2 or 3 seasons in, but great concept. Great concept, and it has like the military on the outside, like in the initial
Yeah,
episodes, and they can see them, but they can't interact with them. Like, they can't
yeah.
hear. Yeah, really.
And I'm up to the part, I don't even know which season I'm on at this point, but I'm up to the part where they started seeing butterflies.
So you've already
Butterflies.
seen the weird eggs and stuff with the kids
Yeah,
going around the eggs. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's like somebody from their
Dylan,
past or something, like they killed somebody or
Yes.
something like that. And
This is all sounding
this
wild.
alien had an issue with it. I don't know. Still trying to
yeah.
figure out.
So I know there's a love story in there where like one of the ladies had a husband that was murdered by someone, and she ends up falling in love with the guy that killed him. Like that's part of the side stories going on as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
It's got
exactly.
like. Yeah. Well, Dylan, we watched it in South J Street, 100%. That's when I started seeing it.
No, that sounds familiar, very familiar.
This is like a total podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull some clips out of this. It's actually pretty good. We're giving the
Gotta get
proper
Joe Rogan
breakdown.
on the show.
Aye, but William.
Or Rogan Joe. Yeah.
Webcam.
I'd hang with that guy. He sounds like fun.
Dylan, what you got?
No, we need to figure out videos, our webcams.
Oh yeah, having cameras or something would be cool.
Yeah.
Dylan set up a virtual avatar, Mr. Smith. You could do something like that if you want. Where it uses the webcam, but it like uses makes like an anime looking avatar, and it just reacts or opens its
Yeah,
mouth.
it
when you
uses a
talk.
VRM thing.
I set it up.
It uses a
Dylan, do you
VRM
know how
thing.
to 3D model? Like, do you do any modeling?
I did a wee bit, bro. Like, only like I made a full survival game before, right? And this is when my ADHD was.
I just figured I'd ask because I know that you do deployment with games and you work with
Yeah.
Unity and stuff, and I know that there's a lot of 3D
I've
modeling
dawdled
involved in
with
that.
it, bro. You know, but like I made a fully functioning like survival game before. You know what I mean? With like I made that in Unity, but that's the only thing I 3D modelled in a wee bit. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to make it a wee low poly survival game.
Yeah, they're like totally separate jobs. That would take like an incredible amount of time. Imagine if somebody like
Yeah.
soloed it and they like built the game in Unity, but at the same time had to render every single model that went into it. That would take eons.
Oh, do you guys know about the Zandeer emulator?
No. Zandia.
Oh, it's a rabbit hole. Yeah. Oh god. So this guy has a really deep voice, like a proper radio voice, right? And he built the Zandeer emulator, but it has like Yandeer simulator, and it has I don't even know how to say it on YouTube, but let's just say there's a lot of interactions with very young looking characters on it,